My name is Noelina Ernest binti Abdul Harith. The executive summary. This presentation explores how Airasia grew from a local airlines into a successful multinational company through strong international business strategies. We will look at the business strategy that helped Airasia grow, such as entering new market, keeping low cost, and using digital technology to stay strong in the market. This presentation will also highlight the key challenges Airasia faced, such as cultural and regulatory issues, and how the company managed these issues. Furthermore, we will discuss its digital expansion through Airasia Move and its ongoing commitment to sustainability and global competitiveness in the airline industries. Let's begin with a brief introduction of the company. Airasia is a Malaysian low-cost airlines that began operation in 1996 and was later taken over in 2001 by Tony Fernandez and Kamarudin Maranun, who transformed it into one of Asia's most successful budget airlines. Starting with just 2 planes and 200 staff, Airasia now operates over 200 aircraft and employs more than 21,000 people across Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, and Cambodia. Its main hub is the low-cost carrier terminal SCCT at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, along with other key hubs in Penang, Senai, and Kota Kinabalu. Known for its slogan, which is "Now Everyone Can Fly," Airasia is committed to making air travel affordable for everyone. It also expand beyond aviation, that offering digital service through the Airasia Move apps, formerly Airasia Super Apps, which is under the parent company, Capital Abraham.
Hello everyone, my name is Hiba Muhammad Abdullah El Sinawi, and I'll be talking about globalization and localization in Airasia. Let's start with the definition of each one of them. Globalization is, for Airasia, is the process of extending its services beyond one country, like in other countries in Asia or across the globe. Let's talk about the key features so that you can understand more. Here we are talking about standardized branding across countries, like their slogan, "Now Everyone Can Fly," which means it's not only one country who can have access to their services, but more countries can have access to their services. Low-cost model replicated around Asia and beyond. It's not only in one country that their cost-effective services can be met. It can be met in Asia, Africa, or around the world. Use English for communication and digital platforms. English is an international language, so Airasia using it will create more platform for a lot of people who can, which can help them to understand what's there, because, as I said, English is an international language. Strategic international partnership, for example, Airasia and the Code of Shares. And for more in depth for that, let's talk about the operating in multiple countries via joint ventures. Example, as I said, Airasia is around the world, so we say Airasia India or Thai Airasia. Wherever Airasia is working in, you put the country's code plus the Airasia branding name. Let's talk about localization. Localization means, for Airasia, it means customizing its offering and which can align with the local needs, habits, language and cultural expectations in each market and services. Here we talk about key features. Let's talk about the key features so that you can understand more. Here we're talking about multilingual website and local languages marketing. Like Malaysia, they use Bahasa Melayu for people who want to keep it in their local languages, or Thai in Thailand, Mandarin in China. Another point is tailored services based on local preferences. Halal food for Muslims in a lot of countries. The vegetarian food for Indians who doesn't eat meat, cow meat, so they keep it. They give an option for vegetarian one. Cultural holidays routes like Deepavali for Indians, Eid al-Fitr for Muslims. Another point is local staff hiring to meet cultural expectation and preferences. Here, and it reduces cost here, because like Malay knows Malaysian culture, Thai knows Thailand culture, so hiring people from there is easier for them to meet people's expectations. National branding for different markets, like for Philippines, Airasia, Indonesia, Airasia. Adjusting flight routes and schedule to local traveler behavior. Like in Malaysia, most of people like to travel in the morning or in the afternoon, so the company will have to accommodate according to local preferences.
Hi everyone, I'm Irfan, and now I will be presenting AirAsia's competitive strategy and how they position themselves against their competitors. So we see that their core competitive positioning is in cost leadership, and this can be seen by how they minimize their operational costs. For example, they offer a no-frills service where they only offer a single class and basic services for their passengers, especially for the budget-conscious ones. And they also have optimal inventory management, and this can be seen by how they utilize their aircraft. They have high aircraft utilization, meaning that the time they are spent unused is low. So, for example, when they are in the airport, they take considerably less time than their competitors before they are entering back into service. And another aspect where AirAsia has this competitive strategy is in terms of promotional strategies, where they often embark in discounts and sales to customers. And they also leverage on technologies. They are one of the first airlines who have pioneered the online booking system, and this also minimizes their operational costs as they get to spend less on physical labor, for example. And another aspect where AirAsia is able to have cost leadership is by using secondary airports. This is because primary airports will often charge higher charges, for example, but by using lesser used airports or secondary airports, they are able to save on airport fees, for example. And lastly is in terms of their operating practices among all their subsidiaries, which are uniform, which means that there is less variation between the subsidiaries, making it easier for the management to impose a certain operating practices to all of the relevant companies.
Hello everyone, I'm Nurul Shuhada. We'll be explaining the topic of strategic alliance and partnership, focusing on how AirAsia applies this in its international strategy. To begin with, AirAsia is one of the top Asia's low-cost carrier or LCCCs. What makes it unique is that it has grown without relying on global airline alliance. Most airlines joins one of the three big alliances called Star Alliance, Oneworld and SkyTeam to expand their market access and infrastructure. But AirAsia took a different path. Instead of joining any global alliance, AirAsia grows independently by building its own network of affiliate alliance. These include Thai AirAsia, Indonesia AirAsia, Philippines AirAsia, and AirAsia X. This kind of structure is known as an internal alliance or inter-alliance style partnership, meaning the partnership are within the brand, not with outside carriers. The benefit of this approach is that AirAsia can maintain the control over its branding, pricing, and their operations. It doesn't have to follow the rules or restrictions of a bigger alliance. This gives the company more flexibility and autonomy. While most airline alliances offer share perks like launch access and point redemption, AirAsia offers its own loyalty program called AirAsia Rewards. With this, customer can earn and redeem points only within the AirAsia ecosystem, which help AirAsia keeps everything in-house. However, there are some limitations when entering for foreign market, so AirAsia need to revamp their strategy. When entering the foreign markets, operating alone can be tough. There are local restrictions, regulatory hurdles, and logistical challenge. This is where forming strategic alliance can help airline perform better in foreign market. So according to Chengdu 2020, the forming alliance is a cost-effective way for airlines to expand their market reach, access infrastructure, and improve connectivity. This alliance allows airlines to offer more destinations, improve schedule convenience, and attract more customers through shared services. If AirAsia were to join a global alliance, it could benefit from better market access and increased profitability, especially as the airline industry becomes more competitive and interconnected. This is important. Even if AirAsia does join an alliance in the future, it will still need to maintain strong local partnership. These partnerships support ground services, local payment, methods catering, and cultural understanding, which are all essential for customer satisfaction and operational efficiency in each country it serves. To sum up, AirAsia's current strategy is to grow independently through affiliate airlines, stay flexible, and maintain its low-cost model. But in the future, I will recommend to joining a global alliance in the future while still nurturing local partnership. It could give AirAsia the best of both worlds, global connectivity and a strong regional identity. This combination could help them provide seamless international travel experience without losing their brand's value of affordability, convenience, and customer friendliness.
Hi, my name is Nur Arjana Batrisha, and I represent Airasia Sustainability and as a corporate social responsibility strategy, which is built around 3 key pillars. The first one is ethical sourcing and also responsible supply chain. Airasia enforces a strict supply code of conduct that require all vendors to uphold business integrity, respect labor rights, promote environmental stewardship, and also combat corruption. This ensures that sustainability and also fairness are embedded throughout their supply chains. The second one is environmental commitment. Airasia is committed to achieving net zero carbon emission by 2050. Their approach includes upgrading their fleet to the fuel efficient Airbus, which is A321neo, implementing green operating procedure to reduce fuel consumption, exploring sustainable aviation fuel by 2025, and also participate in carbon offset program. This effort helped Airasia report on the lowest carbon emission per available seat kilometer in 2023, demonstrating their dedication to minimize environmental impact. Last but not least, community involvement and also social empowerment. Through the Airasia Foundation, the airline support community development initiatives such as disaster relief logistics, social enterprise grant, sustainable tourism project, and also education program. Their CSR efforts have been recognized regionally, include support during the COVID-19 pandemic, and then the fostering social enterprise across ASEAN too. In summary, Airasia integrates ethical business practice, environmental sustainability, and also social empowerment to create lasting positive impact in the communities they serve and also the environment.
We're gonna have a look into some key recommendations that would better enhance Airasia as a brand and further get the customer's liking and taste perfected. Our first recommendation would be to enhance local adaptation, since Airasia operates in multiple countries, and having operated in multiple countries means that every locality has their own preferences. People from different places have different cultures and different ways to feel appreciated, where Airasia can come with different marketing strategies, different price rangings according to each locality, and also adapting their services providers in order to enhance their clientele base and maintain their status quota of clients. And this would ultimately enhance their position in the market. A second recommendation would be to strengthen strategic alliances, where this is a smart approach that Airasia could have in partnering up with local travel agencies, government agents, or other local airlines in order to provide a robust service to have their premises staked in different areas of that country operating. Not just enhances presence, but also their network, and also allows Airasia to share resources with reducing costs. A third recommendation would be to invest in sustainability. As a world that is constantly dealing with global warming changes, it is very important that Airasia maintains its position as a company which effectively tries to be as green as possible and meets global standards for eco-friendly customers and an eco-friendly world. Adopting practices such as fuel-efficient aircraft would be very beneficial for Airasia as they reduce carbon emissions. Our next recommendation would be to improve internal integration, where the communication within the departments and services offered in Airasia are robust and interlinked and synced. This good communication with the different departments, different hubs, different regional teams not only betters communication but also helps to reduce redundancies, reduce costs, as well as improve decision making. An additional point to integration would be to have all aligned in terms of services provided, digital platforms available, and also standard training for the employees which operate in Airasia. Since Airasia is really prone to suffering economical and political risks from the areas in which they operate, our last recommendation would be to have a flexible market strategy. This is very beneficial because Airasia needs the ability to enter and leave the market quick and in flexible ways where there's not much loss for the business. And prolonging losses in risky regions, for example, would help Airasia to maintain still profitable and in growth. In conclusion, Airasia has pretty much established themselves in international markets with international strategies such as joint ventures in regulated markets and established wholly owned subsidiaries in many more regions. Additionally, their success is very, very largely attributed to its cost leadership, technological innovation, and a very focus-based approach on regional markets. And although the company faces internal challenges, management, financial and operational challenges, economic fluctuations, and some legal requirements as external challenges, it still continues to adapt effectively to the changing market conditions, which furthermore states that Airasia is equipped to operate effectively in our today's market. Thank you.